Hi everyone, welcome to your April 2024 astrological forecast. So the big news this month is the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries on the 8th. So I will be starting your forecast off with that when you get to it, okay, each individual sign. But also on April 1st, Mercury in Aries turned retrograde and will stay that way up until the 25th when it turns direct. And then on the 5th, Venus moves into Aries, okay? So by the time this eclipse comes along, there will be the Sun, Venus, and Mercury and a new moon all in Aries. So wherever you have Aries in your chart is going to be pretty active for a while, okay? The Sun in Aries up until 19th, right? And then it moves into Taurus on the 19th, and there's a full moon in Scorpio on the 23rd. Then on the 25th, Mercury turns direct in Aries. Then on the 29th, Venus moves into Taurus, and Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus, so it does really well when it's in its own sign. And on the 30th, Mars moves into Aries, and Mars is also the ruler of Aries, and it does really well when it's there. So, I would like to remind everyone that the weekly forecast is now like a daily forecast, but it only occurs when there is a major aspect for that day. So that's why there isn't a daily video. But we're still calling it like the weekly forecast or whatever. Whatever you want to call it, okay? So be sure to check out my daily forecast shorts. Okay, they're just a short video. And a special shout out to my subscribers. Thank you so much for all your support, your likes and shares and comments and your donations. Everything you guys do for me helps my channel to grow. Okay, I really, really appreciate it. So, now for your forecast. Hi, Taurus. Okay, so the big solar eclipse and everything is happening for you in your 12th house. This is where you have the sign of Aries, okay? The 12th house is hidden matters, confidences, secrets, the subconscious mind, your dreams. This is the house of charity, too, helping people or even yourself. This is the house of self-undoing, okay? The reason is you could overthink things to the point where you drive yourself crazy. That's why it's called the house of self-undoing, okay? But this being the house of charity and also the house of confinement in a way, okay? This is possibly, you may be helping someone, okay, or may know someone who is confined to their home due to illness or for whatever reason, or someone who is confined to a nursing home or a hospital, or someone who is actually literally in prison. Okay, so, you know, you may hear from this person at this time. Maybe they need your help, you know. The Sun is here up until the 19th. Okay, so Mercury is retrograde in this house, okay, and Venus moves here on, what is it, the 5th, and the new moon solar eclipse is on the 8th, okay, so this, you know, is very energized. This area of your chart is very energized, but it's hidden, so a lot is going on behind the scenes. This is activities by you or someone else behind the scenes, okay, so especially with Mercury being retrograde here, you may change your mind about something, or new information comes to you. Could possibly, you could be given a secret at this time. Somebody could tell you something that maybe you weren't supposed to know, but it's very helpful, and it helps you, you know, come to a decision on something now that you have all the information you needed. Or you could just stumble across something accidentally. It could be about someone, you know, that you know. And as far as, again, with someone needing your help, you could accidentally find out somebody is in jail, or somebody is in the hospital or in a nursing home, and maybe they need your help. You know, they may decide to, you know, contact you. Somebody could contact you in secret, okay? This is conversations going on behind the scenes between you and someone else, more than likely. Okay, but it could be within your group of friends. Okay, Mars is in Pisces, in your 11th house of your friends and acquaintances, your most sociable house. But it's basically like your friends or any group or organization that you belong to, and also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. Okay, so Mars here really energizes you into wanting to get out there and do stuff. You know what I mean? Want to go see a live show or go have drinks with friends or do something just to, you know, get out of the house or whatever. But Neptune and Saturn are also here at the same time, you know, so I've been saying, you know, there's someone within your group of friends or an organization that you belong to that puts a real damper on your ability to do anything. You know what I mean? They could be standing in your way. Let's say if you do belong to an organization that they don't like any of your suggestions, so they never want to do whatever it is you want to do, or they play down your efforts, you know, within the group or something, or within your group of friends. You just have someone who is they just don't like you. They're probably jealous of you and whatever. And when Mars will leave Pisces and move into Aries on the 30th, into your 12th house, that's when you'll really find out more about this person, okay? So right now, though, that could have already started with this Mercury retrograde, you know, so one of your friends or somebody could be pulling you aside, or you could find out something about this person. If there is someone like that within your group of friends, you could find out something about them that could be, you know, like kind of surprising, whatever. But there's the new moon the new moon solar eclipse, total eclipse, okay, is a new beginning in this area, you know. So you could be doing something behind the scenes. You could be starting even a new job or something, or a new interest that you've always had. You know, you still have Jupiter in your sign until May. Okay, so and happy birthday, by the way, to those of you born at the end of this month. But Jupiter, when it's in your sign, you're supposed to at least try one thing that you've always wanted to do. You know, it opens up opportunities for you and possibilities to do something you've always wanted to do. So this may be that time that you do that, but maybe you don't want people to know that you're doing this. Maybe you think they may find it silly, or whatever your reasons are. You know, you could just be doing it behind the scenes, which is good. You know, it always just care about what you think. Never bother really with what someone else thinks. Okay, when it comes to stuff like this, it really isn't worth it, and their opinion doesn't really matter in this case, because it's all about you. You know, when they can live your life for you, well, then that may make a bit of a difference. But until that can happen, which I don't ever see happening for anyone, don't take anyone else's opinion at this time, okay, like at face value. Because Mercury does, in retrograde, confuse communications and makes you think things, you know, that you could be reading stuff into, so maybe something someone says, and vice versa, though. You know what I mean? Someone could kind of like do this about you, twist your words in some way or other. Okay, so anyways, on the 19th, the sun moves into your sign in your first house, okay, and Venus will move here. It's your ruling planet, so it does really well when it's in its own sign. So Venus will be here from the 29th on. Okay, and you already have Jupiter and Uranus at the same time in Taurus. You have all these planets in your first house, and they're all like really nice planets. Okay, all of these together. So you are going to be the center of attention if you aren't already. Okay, so lots of nice things happening for you, especially with Venus. I always say, if you've listened to my past videos, when Venus is in your first house or your own zodiac sign or in your 10th house, you should milk it for all you can. Okay, this this time, you know, when Venus is in your sign, you can do no wrong. People want to be very helpful. They want to do favors for you. They want to buy stuff for you. And you, especially with having Uranus in your sign at the same time, will be getting a lot of compliments from complete strangers half the time. Okay? So don't be surprised if someone just walks up to you and says, oh, I really like what you're wearing, or I love your hair, or this or that, you know. So it increases things like this to happen to you at this time. If it hasn't already happened, it will when you have Venus in your sign. Okay, so it's a very pleasant time. You know, there is a full moon in your opposite sign of Scorpio on the 23rd in your 7th house of partnerships and close relationships, arrangements and agreements. But this is a partnership with either someone you do business with or someone you're in business with, or a romantic relationship or a friendship, okay? So the full moon does exist to get rid of a problem. So that's what this is all about. I really don't see it being too crazy, you know, because you have all these wonderful planets, you know, in your first house, even before Venus moves here. So, you know, if you need to make some kind of changes within your relationships or an arrangement or agreement that you have with someone, anyone, that just isn't working out, okay, not the way you wanted it or not what you expected, this is the time to change that around that full moon, okay? So, the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Taurus on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. And the best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Scorpio, and those days are the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for money is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 26th, and 27th. The best time for your career is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 30th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 1st, 2nd, 13th, 14th, 15th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for April. Be sure to check out your weekly, daily forecast, whatever you want to call it. Okay, see you later. Bye.